The past few weeks have seen the first drum cam footage of Eloy playing with Slipknot come out, and I wanted to check it out and then also look at some things we could probably take away from his playing. So let's check this out. This groove is incredible. Ooh, shut up. So clean. That pocket. We'll talk about that in a second. Nice. Okay, before we get to the next clips, and we got some killer clips here, I wanted to talk about a couple of things, like takeaways. Like, we're watching him, and everybody's like, oh, jaws on the ground. And Slipknot's never picked a bad drummer. Whether you're a Joey fan or a Jay fan or Eloy fan, they haven't picked a bad drummer. So I gotta give it to him. Let's look at some of the things that he's doing there that make Eloy and make him such an incredible metal drummer and different from others. All right, here's a couple of things. First of all, it's his deep pocket and how that never wavers. It's not super common for all metal drums, let's just say that. So clean. Okay, hear that? Listen to what's going on his feet. It's incredibly hard to keep that pocket going whenever you've got that busy of a pattern going on the feet. So what's happening there? You'll see that he has what I call groove anchors, and that snare is just snapping to and forth, and it never wavers. And then also that cymbal, very, very consistent. I know those seem like small things, but when it comes to making a groove cohesive with a pattern that busy in the feet, it has to come from up top here, and then we kind of layer those things in there. We have anchors for that pocket. Listen to this pocket, and listen to how consistent. Okay, cool. Now there's another, I want to call it Eloyism, but it's a tool that he uses. Yeah, sure, we'll call it an Eloyism, and he uses it again in just a second in another drum fill. Let's hear the other drum fill. Ba 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 boom boom. Right? Now let's listen to the fill before that. Ba, 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 ba. Okay, what's great is, look, not only is he playing with incredible pocket and timing, he's very powerful playing, but the precision with which he plays. And what I wanted to point out was his use of the internal, if you will, launching points or internal structures, timing structures that he's going for. So a lot of times we just hear busy notes, but what he's doing is, listen, let's listen to it again. Ba 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 da, right? So he has these anchor points. Ba da 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 da. And to me, that's what I feel like he's going for, is da 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 da. That type of a thing. Instead of thinking all those notes, there's this internal pulse. We're feeling a bigger rhythm inside of us that we're trying to match those notes to, if you will. And he does it again in that fill a little later, but it's a different pulse. We'll see this throughout his playing. Ba 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 boo ba. The other one was ba 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 ba. This is ba 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 ba. Right? So it's this ba da da, this 3/2 type of a thing that he has going on there. And again, it's played with such power and precision. But to me, it's using those internal rhythms as an anchor point, and he does that all the time. Let's check out another video here. I just want to point out some of the things that it's like, oh, he's amazing, but why? Why? It's deep groove and pocket, incredible power and chops. Also, these internal structures and rhythms that he's going for in his fills. It's not just a bunch of notes. It's a bunch of notes, but they're laid over the format or laid over the melody, if you will. If you're a jazz drummer, you talk about melodies. The melody, if you will. Let's look at some more. Here we go. This is him playing eyeless. Super consistent. Woo. Pocket for days. We'll come back to that. Okay, so let's go back to that fill that he just did. Boom. Again, we have this internal structure, internal rhythm that is happening where he's got these landing points that he's fitting these licks or chops or whatever you want to call them. What I'm kind of get to is it's not random what he's doing here. They're not just a bunch of notes. It's an organized way that he goes about looking at this, almost melodically, shall we say, like a jazz drummer would. Almost thinking in bigger picture phrases. Da, 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 you know, those types. And he's very big on that particular rhythm, but also listen to this pocket. It's incredible. Oh, this is sick. And if we sing those rhythms, we can almost come close to playing some of those fills, at least figuring them out. Obviously, working the speed that he plays would be another thing. And we haven't even started talking about the power that he plays with. Let's check this out. And what I love about these is these are just the drums playing. It's not the music in too, so we can hear exactly what he's doing, how much power he's playing, the pocket, everything, how much is coming from him. Pocket again. So check this out, those two fills, let's go back to those, but also notice something else is how consistent that snare drum is. Go back to the beginning there and just listen to how consistent the snare drum is. When it's very precise, it's very intentional what he's playing, and the consistency of power is there with every stroke. Doesn't miss any of those snares. Such a killer part. Okay, let's go to, I mean, I could spend all day just kind of listening to this, but come on, let's go back to these fills. You hear that ba-do-do-do. It's very clear the internal melody that's going on within that fill, and what it does is it makes it easier to it makes it a little bit more approachable for us. He's got another drum fill where again we can hear almost the internal melody that's happening when he goes to play the fill. They're not just random hitting random drums. There's definitely a structure to them. Again, you hear that dotted eighth note rhythm a lot, but I can't harp on it enough. This is a building block of his playing, and why he's able to yield that power and precision so well is because there's the structure that's in there that I hear throughout all of his playing and have for years. All right, let's listen to something else. Getting big there. Oh! Woo! Shut up. We got to do that again. Hold up. Yes. Yes. That's so good. Another thing we got to look at with this, let's go back and look at this, is the drum tuning. So he plays, obviously, what he's known for, power, precision, these really great melodic drum fills. Double bass work is incredible. But what he also does is he tunes his drums to where every one of those notes can be heard. So his snare drum is cracking. His toms are very, very precise and accurate. A lot of attack in those. You can hear every note in those toms. And part of that comes from his playing, obviously, his precision, his power, but part of that comes from drum head choice. It comes from the tuning, and everything helps to get that sound that he's so well known for. This is how I want to start every day. Here we go. Shut up. Let's do it again. We got to hear it again. Come on, come on. Yes! Oh, it's so good. It's so brutal and consistent. Single stroke roll in the hands and feet. Shut up. You gotta, I mean, it's really incredible watching a drummer like this, just really in their prime, sit with a band like this where they can utilize their full talents. And again, let's review it. We've got just the speed with which he plays, the power and precision with which he plays, the tuning of the drums that allows that to come through. And then we've got this intense groove that he plays with, a very melodic approach to drum fills. You put all of that together and you have just this incredible masterpiece of a duo when we get Slipknot and Eloy together. No offense to the other two drummers, Joey and Jay. Fantastic, but let's appreciate what's there. Come on. We got to appreciate what's there right now. Incredible.